Chase Bank CEO Jamie Dimon says this about Bitcoin, and these altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin, so we need to pay attention. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody Buffington. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, Altcoin Buzz IO, and as always, this is not financial advice, and we wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Altcoin Buzz Alpha is proud to say that we now have a winning portfolio spread among different sectors. We're also very well positioned to get into good IDOs. What about airdrops? Check the number of airdrops we've received until now. Add to that the original Celestia airdrop and more coming. We've achieved all of this by giving many deep research, diversified calls. Check out our numbers in December. We now plan to reallocate profits to low caps, diversify to new sectors, get bigger airdrops, catch latest trends like Bitcoin and Lena inscriptions, and DCA during market flushes. We've also recently introduced a yearly subscription on Patreon. If you subscribe to our yearly plan, you get 1 month's membership completely free. Check out Altcoin Buzz Alpha with the link down below. Jamie Dimon is back in the news again talking about Bitcoin, but he pinky promises that this is the very last time for real.
This ETF was approved just about a week ago now, and I think a lot of people are trying to understand what it ultimately means. JP Morgan, I imagine if you were a client of JP Morgan, you could call your broker and say, get me some of this ETF. What are you telling your brokers to tell them back when they make that call?
Yeah, so this is an important thing. This is the last time I've ever talked about this in CNBC, okay? So help me God. Blockchain is real. It's a technology. We use it. It's going to move money. It's going to move data. It's efficient. We've been talking about that for 12 years, too, and it's very small. Okay, so I think we've wasted too many words in that. Cryptocurrencies, there are two types. There's a cryptocurrency which might actually do something. Think of a cryptocurrency as an embedded smart contract in it, and that we can use it to buy and sell real estate and move data. That may have value.
The idea of tokenizing things.
Tokenizing things that you do something with. And then there's one which does nothing. I call it the pet rock, the Bitcoin or something like that. And so on the Bitcoin, there's, first of all, and I'm not trying to make a joke here. There are use cases, AML, fraud, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, sex trafficking. Those are real use cases, and you see it being used for hundreds, maybe $50, $100 billion a year for that. That is the end use case. Everything else is people train among themselves. So
speculate.
Now my last statement, the last time I ever talk about Bitcoin is I defend your right to do Bitcoin. I think, it's okay. I don't want to tell you what to do. So my personal advice was don't get involved.
The JP Morgan Chase CEO gave his regular crypto spiel to CNBC at Davos again today. He loves blockchains and smart contracts and thinks Bitcoin is useless. As Dimon puts it, Bitcoin is just a pet rock, something he said at least twice on record in the past few years. While Dimon's often profanity-laced views on Bitcoin are nowhere near as bad as, say, Charlie Munger, who called trading Bitcoin harvesting baby brains, or Warren Buffett, who called Bitcoin rat poison squared, he's still made the news countless times for his Bitcoin soundbites. But unlike January 2018, when what JP Morgan did with crypto seemed to have a lot more sway, Dimon's anti-Bitcoin comments just don't have that much bite anymore. And at this point, we all know his tactic of going on the news and saying he hates Bitcoin, but then buying it the same day from an offshore account at a European exchange. He's been doing that for years, ever since 2017, when he first started calling it money laundering money. Maybe he's hoping that he can get Bitcoin cheap for one last cycle before all retail wakes up and realizes he's been lying to them this whole time, and then he just wanted to buy it cheap and have a few more years in TradFi before crypto goes mainstream. When asked what he thinks about the change in stance of BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, who is now a big advocate of Bitcoin, Dimon simply admitted that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. The dynamics have changed in recent times, and though Jamie Dimon criticizes Bitcoin, JP Morgan is currently one of the authorized participants for BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust. Michael Saylor responded to Jamie Dimon on X saying, if you encounter a strange new asset or pet rock circulating on the blockchain that does nothing other than allow people to own something they can trade amongst themselves without fear of debasement or theft, you've just discovered digital money. Bitcoin and its spot ETF approval have recently been in the spotlight. All this has sparked a spin-on effect to all Bitcoin-related products. As a result, our partners at Tectum have been on fire. Its TET token has soared to a new all-time high, and it saw an increase in price of 1,066% since October 2023. So let's take a closer look at what's recently been happening with Tectum. First, they partnered with OrdiSwap, an up-and-coming ordinal BRC20 swap platform, and they'll be running soft note ordinals in the future for swaps. They wrote on X, Tectum has partnered with OrdiSwap's lab to help promote soft note ordinals and synergistic technologies. OrdiSwap TIM integration, cross-marketing in AMAs, and future technological integrations. And with the demand being so high for the TET token, more big exchanges are listing it. The latest one being BitTrue, which went live this morning at 10 a.m. UTC and gives much more Asian exposure. And lastly, they've just formed a partnership with TravelCare, a large travel company that offers flights, connections, and hotels for all the major brands, and you can pay with crypto. Tectum wrote, with increasing restrictive governmental, financial, and travel regulation, decentralized travel purchases are becoming more important, and Tectum has partnered with TravelCare. Hold 10 ERC20 TET tokens for 10% cash back on all travel, plus 7% off hotels and instant purple Martian status. Tectum is the only token that has this deal with TravelCare, and it adds huge utility to the TET token. Tectum soft notes are Bitcoin's new digital cash. Check out Tectum with the link down below. The first coin outperforming Bitcoin today is Solana. Trillion-dollar asset management firm Franklin Templeton's recent praise for the Solana network on X has sparked new hope for a potential Solana ETF in the distant future. The asset manager's official X account said on Solana, "We see Anatoly's vision of single atomic state machine as a powerful use case of decentralized blockchains, lowering information asymmetry, and we're impressed by all the activity seen on Solana in Q4 2023. The firm listed the growth in decentralized finance, infrastructure networks, non-fungible token innovations, and even meme coins among Solana's most notable developments in the last quarter alone. The firm even made a joke about changing its current laser eye profile picture on X to one where Benjamin Franklin would spot a knitted hat, in reference to the new dog with hat meme coin on Solana. While the asset manager also referenced the Ethereum network, Bitcoin ordinals, Bitcoin Layer 2s, and other Layer 1s, most of the praise from Franklin Templeton's digital asset team appeared to be directed at Solana. The Solana skewed praise caused many cryptocurrency members on X to express hope that Franklin Templeton may look to issue a Solana ETF product in the future. Franklin said is continuing to monitor other Layer 1 blockchains. The firm didn't name which networks, but it said some have massive potential. The second coin today overtaking Bitcoin is Sui. The Sui blockchain has been ramping up since 2024 began, and a natural consequence of this rapid growth is that it has now surpassed some major players in the DeFi space. This has put ahead of heavy hitters such as Bitcoin and Aptos as Sui begins to leave its mark on the market. The total value locked on the blockchain was sitting at less than $12 million in the middle of 2023, but now less than a month into the year of 2024, the TVL has already crossed the $360 million mark. While this figure is still far from the likes of Ethereum and BSC, which continue to dominate DeFi TVL, it puts it ahead of some heavy hitters in the game. For example, Bitcoin's TVL is currently sitting at $298 million, which means that Sui is much higher than that of Bitcoin. Other DeFi networks which Sui has surged ahead of include the likes of Kava at a TVL of $251 million, Near at a TVL of $94 million, and Metis at a TVL of $124 million. Over the next few months, Ethereum is on track to do considerably better than Bitcoin. This trend is backed by several key factors, including the potential approval of spot ETFs, substantial network upgrades, and a rising tide of investor interest. As Ethereum's price climbs in anticipation of it becoming an ETF, Bitcoin seems to be losing ground. This divergence is a clear indicator of the bullish sentiment surrounding Ether, driven largely by the prospect of a spot ETF, which is expected to unlock substantial investment inflows. QCP Capital, a notable crypto trading firm, has highlighted a significant shift in the ETH Bitcoin exchange rate, which soared from 0.05 to 0.67 in just a week. Further fueling Ethereum's ascent is the endorsement by BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, who has expressed support for an Ethereum ETF. Coming from one of the largest financial entities, this statement significantly bolsters Ethereum's standing as a viable investment option. Our partners at Nibiru Chain are launching their mainnet this February. Nibiru Chain is an emerging Layer 1 blockchain designed to empower both Web 2 and Web 3 developers. Nibiru offers a robust platform for building innovative applications and services, bridging the gap in blockchain development. Nibiru Chain is highly scalable, offering instant finality, rapid 1.4-second block times, and throughput of over 40,000 transactions per second. They recently shared on X on February 1st, Nibiru Chain will have a public token sale on CoinList, where the creme de la creme projects offer the community a chance at early access. The sale date, February 1st, 2024 at 6 p.m. UTC, at a price of 5 cents per Nibi. Although the sale for CoinList is limited, Nibiru is offering everyone a chance to participate in something very special very soon. Check out Nibiru and their upcoming mainnet launch with the link down below. Manta Network, a platform dedicated to building scalable decentralized applications, is gearing up to reward its community with a Manta token airdrop. The event, scheduled for today, January 18th, serves as a gesture of gratitude to the long-term supporters of Manta's two networks, including Manta Pacific, the native Layer 2 modular blockchain, and Manta Atlantic, the fastest zero-knowledge Layer 1 chain on Polkadot. Manta Pacific has experienced a remarkable 70x increase in total value locked over the past quarter. On Manta Pacific, Manta token holders will enjoy benefits such as gas fee savings and sequencer revenue. The token's purpose is to enhance the user experience of on-chain activities and interactions with ZK apps in the ecosystem. The total supply of Manta at Genesis is set for 1 billion tokens, with a yearly minting rate of 2%. The airdrop will be divided into two categories, which includes airdrop rewards and airdrop bonus rewards. The airdrop rewards account for 3% of the total token supply and will allocate 30 million Manta to Manta Atlantic and Manta Pacific users and supporters. The airdrop bonus rewards, comprising 2% of the total supply, will distribute an additional 20 million Manta to supporters and users within the Manta ecosystem.